Welcome to Iraqi Dinar Update, your go-to source for the latest news, expert insights, and real-time developments on Iraq's currency, economy, and financial reforms. Whether you're a long-time investor or just curious about the dinar, you're in the right place. So what we're hearing functions as a preamble, alerting the listener or reader that the following information is derived from behind-the-scenes discussions, confidential channels, or perhaps unofficial communications. It conveys that the speaker is relaying information from trusted but not publicly verified sources. It also sets the tone for what follows, not a guarantee, but rather an informed projection based on recent movements or finalizations within a broader reform or transition framework. The message suggests that everything is supposed to be released over the weekend. This kind of phrasing often refers to the release of long-awaited official documentation, regulatory notifications, system updates, or institutional authorizations. In the case of global currency reform, it could pertain to rate adjustments, asset-backed settlements, or the issuance of procedural instructions for individuals or institutions waiting to exchange outdated or previously frozen instruments, such as currency notes, bonds, or special drawing rights. The release of such data or notifications typically indicates that the transition has officially begun or is now irreversible. Weekends are frequently chosen for such events due to reduced financial market activity, allowing system calibrations or updates to be installed with minimal disruption. Central banks, treasury departments, or multilateral institutions may leverage the relative quiet of Saturday and Sunday to complete sensitive data migrations, align international protocols, or synchronize updates across numerous jurisdictions without triggering premature speculation. The idea that our exchanges beginning early next week, is of particular importance to those who have long been positioned for this event. It implies that within days, perhaps as early as Monday or Tuesday, individuals or groups will begin to engage in the practical side of this long-awaited operation, exchanging old or soon-to-be decommissioned currency for a new, internationally recognized asset. These exchanges may be tightly controlled, requiring appointments, identification, and access codes, particularly if the transactions involve large sums or sensitive financial instruments. The prospect of early week exchange activity suggests that the process is not only imminent, but already planned and perhaps even assigned in terms of timing and procedure. The use of the word notifications is especially significant. In the context of financial rollouts or controlled exchanges, notifications typically refer to official messages sent via email, text, secure portal, or courier, providing the recipient with instructions on when, where, and how to participate. These notifications might include secure login details, compliance forms, non-disclosure agreements, or even time-sensitive codes that allow access to special exchange centers or financial intermediaries. In many systems, the issuance of notifications marks the final go-ahead, an official acknowledgement that the event is underway. Receiving a notification moves an individual from speculation to action. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, the infrastructure required to facilitate this transition is likely already standing by. Systems are likely stress-tested, call centers may be on alert, and financial intermediaries may have already received briefings on how to proceed. The fact that everything appears to have been done implies readiness not just on a technical or administrative level, but also in terms of security, coordination, and compliance. National and international regulatory bodies must have signed off. Currency recalibration or asset backing mechanisms must be fully loaded. Blockchain or digital ledger technologies, if involved, must be locked, verified, and transparent. Exchange rates must be determined, stored, and approved by key players such as central banks, international clearing houses, or economic councils. What adds to the complexity and gravity of such a moment is the geopolitical implications. If this development includes international coordination, especially between countries with historically strained relationships, it suggests that a rare window of cooperation has been achieved. Agreements that normally take years to iron out must have been signed, sealed, and secured. For those observing or participating, this adds a layer of validation. It suggests that this isn't just a theoretical model, but an operational plan that has been approved at the highest levels. The implications of such a shift go far beyond individual benefit. If large-scale currency reforms or asset exchanges are underway, it affects global liquidity, monetary stability, and potentially even national sovereignty. It could usher in new reserve currencies, reduce reliance on old fiat structures, or bring emerging economies into alignment with international financial norms. In such a scenario, Individuals who are prepared stand to benefit. Yes, but so do national economies burdened by outdated monetary regimes. This reform could clear bad debt, restore purchasing power, and enable a new wave of trade and development. And yet, uncertainty remains. The speaker is careful to underscore that there's no guarantee. That lingering uncertainty is not just a hedge against disappointment, it's a reflection of wisdom. In global finance, nothing is final until it is executed. Even the most sophisticated plans can be delayed by cyber attacks, political changes, legal injunctions, or natural disasters. A final sign-off could be withheld by a single official or institution. The interconnectivity of systems means that even a local glitch can have global consequences. Still, the balance of the message leans heavily toward optimism. The language used throughout suggests that we are no longer speculating in the abstract, but interpreting the final signs before launch. In practical terms, individuals preparing for exchange will now begin reviewing instructions, gathering documentation, verifying contact information, and perhaps rehearsing security protocols. Institutions tasked with handling exchanges will begin allocating resources, training staff, and verifying software integrity. Media outlets may be on standby, waiting for a coordinated green light to begin reporting once official confirmation is granted. In short, we are looking at the quiet before the storm, the final moments before a major financial, monetary, or geopolitical event that will reshape not only individual portfolios but perhaps the structure of global finance itself. The mood is expectant. The systems are primed. And the people are ready. All that remains is the signal, perhaps a notification, an announcement, or the quiet arrival of an email, that initiates the most important transition many have waited their entire lives to witness. Thanks for tuning in to Iraqi Dinar Update. If you found this content helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a beat on Iraq's evolving financial landscape. Stay informed and stay ready.